If you look like this while you sleep, or if you wake up looking like this, your body is aging while you're unconscious. Most people think sleep is just a passive state where you do nothing. That is a lie. Sleep is an active construction site, cells repairing, hormones recalibrating, toxins being removed. But if your sleep looks restless, or if your mouth is hanging open, you aren't just sleeping bad, you are actively aging faster. In 2026, longevity doctors aren't looking at how long you sleep, they are looking at how you look when you sleep. Because if you are tossing, turning, or breathing through your mouth, you are triggering a cascade of inflammation that destroys your heart, shrinks your brain, and spikes your blood sugar. And the scary part? You might not even know you're doing it. By the end of this video, we are going to fix these 3 silent killers with a specific protocol. But first, we have to look at the one sign that almost everyone ignores until it's too late. Let's start with the most frustrating feeling in the world. You go to bed at 10 p.m. You wake up at 6 a.m. That is 8 hours. The math says you should feel amazing, but your biology disagrees. But you wake up feeling like you were hit by a truck. Why? Because what you're getting isn't sleep, it's something far worse, junk sleep. For years, we've been brainwashed to worship the number 8. But in the world of longevity, duration means nothing without efficiency. Think of it like charging your phone with a broken cable. It's plugged in for 8 hours, but the connection keeps flickering on and off. You wake up at 15% battery. If you are micro-waking, moving constantly or tossing and turning, your brain never gets the chance to enter the glymphatic wash cycle. This is the deep cleaning process where your brain literally shrinks slightly to wash out toxins and amyloid plaques, the stuff linked to Alzheimer's. If you are restless, that wash cycle never completes. You wake up with yesterday's toxins still in your brain. That brain fog you feel at 10 a.m., that is literal toxic buildup.
Now, restlessness is bad, but there is a specific time of night that is even more dangerous. If you wake up every single night between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m., listen closely. Even if this happens only twice a week, you probably think it's because you need to use the bathroom. You are likely wrong. In most cases, you aren't waking up because you have to pee. You have to pee because you woke up. So what woke you up? It was a chemical alarm bell. This is what doctors call the 3 a.m. cortisol spike, your internal alarm system misfiring. Your body runs on a rhythm. Naturally, your cortisol, the stress hormone, should be at rock bottom while you sleep. But if your blood sugar crashes during the night, or if you are chronically stressed, your adrenal glands panic. They dump cortisol and adrenaline into your bloodstream to release stored sugar. This is a survival mechanism. Your body thinks you are starving or under attack. So, boom, you jolt awake. Your heart might be racing slightly. Your mind instantly starts thinking about bills, work, or problems. This isn't insomnia. This is a metabolic crisis happening while you sleep. And the damage is twofold. First, you lose your deep sleep. Second, you are bathing your organs in stress hormones when they are supposed to be recovering. If this is happening to you, your body is essentially in fight or flight mode for 24 hours a day. You are aging at double speed. But as annoying as the 3 a.m. wake-up is, it pales in comparison to the next sign. This next one changes the actual shape of your face and starves your heart of oxygen. This is the one that looks the scariest. If your jaw falls open while you sleep, you are in immediate trouble. We call this being a mouth breather. It sounds like an insult, but medically, it's a disaster.
When you breathe through your mouth, you bypass your body's natural filtration and pressurization system, the nose. Nasal breathing releases nitric oxide. This is a miracle molecule that expands your blood vessels and lowers your blood pressure. It delivers 20% more oxygen to your cells than mouth breathing. When you mouth breathe, you rob your body of that oxygen. You enter a state of silent hypoxia. Your oxygen saturation drops. Your heart has to beat faster and harder just to keep you alive while you dream. And it gets worse. Mouth breathing destroys the microbiome of the mouth. It dries out your saliva, which is your main defense against bacteria. This leads to gum disease, which we now know is directly linked to heart disease. Yes, sleeping with your mouth open can actually hurt your heart valves. And visually, it destroys your structure. Even in adults, chronic mouth breathing weakens your jawline and causes the soft tissue in your throat to collapse, leading to snoring and apnea. If you snore, you are mouth breathing. If you wake up with a dry mouth, you are mouth breathing. You are suffocating yourself for 8 hours a night. But here is the good news. We can fix all of this. We don't need surgery. We don't need sleeping pills. We need a protocol. So how do we reverse the aging process and sleep like a teenager again? We need to engineer your environment and your biology. Here is the 3-step protocol for 2026. Step 1. Thermal regulation. You cannot enter deep, restorative sleep if your core body temperature doesn't drop. It is biologically impossible. Most people keep their rooms way too hot. In 2026, the standard advice is shifting colder. Aim for 65 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 18 degrees Celsius. If you can't control the AC, take a hot shower before bed. It sounds counterintuitive, but when you step out of the hot water, your body rapidly dumps heat, signaling to your brain that it is time to hibernate. And along with the cold, you need darkness. Not dim light, absolute darkness. Even the standby light on your TV can penetrate your eyelids and confuse your pineal gland. Use blackout curtains, or simpler yet, get a high-quality sleep mask. Step 2. The mechanical fix. This is going to sound strange, but it is the single most effective biohack I have ever used. Mouth taping. You take a tiny piece of porous medical-grade tape and you place it vertically over your lips right before you sleep. This forces your body to switch to nasal breathing. Instantly, you stop snoring, you increase oxygen absorption, you stop the dry mouth, and because you are getting more air with less effort, your heart rate drops and you stay in deep sleep longer. It feels weird for the first 2 nights. By night 3, you will wonder how you ever slept without it. Step 3. The morning signal. This step doesn't happen at night. It happens the moment you open your eyes. If you want to sleep well at 10 p.m., you need to view sunlight by 8 a.m. Your sleep clock is solar-powered. When sunlight hits your eyes in the morning, it starts a 14-hour timer. It tells your brain to produce melatonin, the sleep hormone, later that night. If you stay in the dark all morning and then stare at screens all night, your timer is broken. Get outside, 5 to 10 minutes, no sunglasses. This is the anchor for your entire circadian rhythm. Sleep is not just rest. Sleep is the only time your body gets permission to repair damage. If you fix your sleep, you don't just feel better, you biologically get younger. You protect your brain, you heal your heart, and you reset your stress levels. This is just the beginning of what's possible for your health in 2026. If you want to unlock every secret to longevity, anti-aging, and peak vitality, then subscribe to this channel right now. We deliver cutting-edge, science-backed protocols to help you live longer, healthier, and with more energy than you thought possible.
Join our community.